Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Justin and I help people ascend to a higher level of consciousness by speaking on the topics of new thought and spirituality. And I'm excited to announce that I'm going to be making 3 videos a week moving forward, and I'm also going to be posting daily on Instagram. If you're wondering when the content's going to be here, it's coming. So stay tuned for that. So in this video, I want to talk about a recent manifestation story. To kind of give you some context to this story, I've been dating a girl for about 6 months now. I met her down here in St. Pete, and at the time she was living in St. Pete, and then after a couple months of us dating, she had to move back to Canada, which is where her family is. So we've been doing a long distance relationship for about 3 to 4 months now. It's been going great. We recently planned a trip for her to come down here, which she actually just left on Sunday. But the way that she came down here and the series of events that happened on her way down here is truly remarkable. The only thing that I can attribute this to is God. As we were planning the trip for her to come down here, we knew there was going to be some issues, specifically when it comes to the Canadian border. You know, in order to come into the US, there's certain requirements that have to be made. You have to be vaccinated first of all, and then there's also like some other requirements that have to be met in order to enter the country. So with her not being vaccinated, that was going to be a huge issue. I knew it was going to be an issue as well, but I also know in the power of prayer, and I know that God can accomplish anything. And it says in the Bible, if you pray, believe, and you shall receive. The key to prayer is believing. You know, if you get down on your hands and knees and you beg for something to happen and you're not believing in it, that's not the correct way to pray. So every night before we went to bed, we would visualize her being in St. Pete. So I would fall asleep with like her laying next to me, and then she would also fall asleep with me laying next to her. So that's essentially how we use the power of prayer. Every day I'd wake up, I'd go grab some breakfast, and as I was walking down the sidewalk, I would just get the feeling that she was already here. And I would even say that to myself, like, I'm not going to say her name just for privacy reasons. I would say her name and I would say, you know, she is already here. She is already here. Before she even got here, I believed that she was already here. And I remember one night we had a really deep conversation, and she was having a lot of fear about coming down here. She was like, you know, Justin, like, I'm afraid that this isn't going to happen. You know, what if this doesn't work out? And I said, you know, we can think what if, but that goes against my core belief of if you assume something, if you believe in something, it will come to pass. So we knew it was going to be a risk for her to come down here, but I continued persisting in that assumption that she was already here. On the day of her trip, she drove down from British Columbia to the border, and as she got to the border, she was stopped by the Border Patrol. And the Border Patrol person said, technically you're not supposed to be in the country, but you know what, you seem like a nice person, like, I'll let it slide just this one time. But you have to promise that when you say you're going to come back to Canada, that you're going to be here on the day that you made that commitment. She ended up crossing the border, which was really amazing. They didn't ask for a vaccine card. It was a very simple process. So that just shows you like the power of prayer. Everybody was saying that it wasn't going to happen. There was a lot of fear. There was a lot of doubt. And that doubt that you experience is what the Bible refers to as Satan, because Satan is the doubter. Whatever it is that you want in life, you have to believe in that what you want. But what it comes down to is being so fixated on your assumption that nothing can get in the way of that coming to fruition. There's nothing that people can say, there's no law that can be enforced that can stop you from the power of belief. And it says in the Bible, if you have faith the size of a grain of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. So the key is to have faith. The key is to have faith in what you're praying for. It doesn't matter what you're praying for. As long as you ask in His name, it shall be given to you. And what is His name? Well, it says in the Bible that God's name is I am. So whatever you place after I am, you're literally creating. It doesn't matter what you want. There's no limitations to what God can do. Maybe you want more money. Maybe you want a nicer house. Maybe you want a loving relationship. Maybe there's a specific person that you really want in your life. Whatever it may be, put God to the test. Use His name, and when you use His name, it shall be given to you. So I want to thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos coming up. Like I said, I'm going to be making 3 YouTube videos a week, so stay tuned for more videos. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.